The African sun dipped toward the horizon, casting the Serengeti in hues of orange and gold. Amara glided through the high grass with the effortless elegance unique to cheetahs, her sleek muscles flexing under her dappled fur. Her belly rumbled with emptiness. The chase had ended in failure. The gazelle she'd pursued for more than an hour had sensed her at the critical instant and fled, leaving her drained and without a meal. Yet 3 ravenous little ones awaited her at the lair, and surrender wasn't an option. She'd attempt another hunt nearer to her base. The botched pursuit had drawn her almost 3 kilometers from the stony ridge where she'd concealed her cubs that dawn. At 8 weeks they were vibrant with wonder, their small frames gaining vigor daily. Though naming was a human notion she'd encountered in her captive days, she'd mentally labeled them. The biggest, a male, struck her as courageous and daring. The tiniest, a female, glided with a poise that echoed Amara's own dam. The middle one, another male, bore his sire's bold, sharp patterns. As Amara neared the ridge, a growing disquiet seeped into her. The atmosphere felt off. A scent in the breeze quickened her pulse, and the typical playful noises of her offspring were missing. She couldn't foresee that in mere moments her existence would crumble, launching her into an unimaginable odyssey that challenged every natural rule and reshaped her beyond comprehension. If you're captivated by these astonishing true tales of enduring ties in the wildlife realm, consider subscribing to Wild Heart Stories. Each new follower aids us in spreading more of these heartfelt adventures and bolsters our group devoted to honoring the remarkable links among creatures. Your support is invaluable to us. As Amara reached the ridge, she emitted a gentle chirp, the vocalization cheetahs employ to connect with their young. Usually this would prompt 3 eager, shrill replies. But today silence reigned, a chilling void that iced her veins. She sprinted forward, her heart thudding for a fresh cause. The den's mouth appeared, and the sight halted her cold. The vicinity was ravaged, stones flung about, soil clawed into profound furrows. And there, undeniable and horrifying, sprawled the enormous footprints of hyenas, countless tracks weaving across the churned dirt. Amara edged nearer, her form rigid. She chirped once more, urgency tinging her tone. The echo rebounded off the boulders and dissolved into emptiness. No answer. She ventured into the den, though her instincts already whispered the truth. It was barren, not merely vacant, but desecrated. The tender grasses she'd assembled for bedding lay strewn. The hyena odor overwhelmed, blended with a nauseating trace. Blood. Sparse but sufficient. She scoured every nook, her snout probing wildly. She uncovered wisps of soft fur, more blood streaked on stone. But no remains. The hyenas had claimed all. Amara retreated and orbited the site, deciphering the narrative in aromas and imprints. The assault had struck maybe 6 or 7 hours prior during her absence. A group of at least 8 hyenas had unearthed the hideout. Drag lines and prints revealed the cubs' futile flight, their capture and their removal. For 3 days, Amara abstained from food, trailing the hyena paths over the savannah, her pleas escalating in despair. She pursued them to their shared burrow 5 kilometers distant, but upon arrival, nothing remained. Hyenas devoured utterly. She lingered outside through the night, clinging to hope of error that her young had fled and hid nearby. But morning yielded only the mocking laughs of emerging hyenas, oblivious to their atrocity. On the 4th day, fatigue compelled Amara to pursue prey. Her frame weakened, her thoughts shrouded in sorrow. She snared a modest hare, scarcely a bite, and sought refuge under a shady acacia. As she reclined, gasping in the midday blaze, recollections surged. Her own salvation long ago. She'd been scarcely 4 months when poachers slew her mother for her pelt. Amara had observed from concealment, petrified as the men labored. They overlooked her. She lingered by the corpse 2 days, whimpering feebly until weakness felled her. Then kinder humans discovered her, gentle souls with soothing touches and murmurs. They transported her to an alien sanctuary, enclosed, odd-scented, yet secure and nourishing. The rehab facility had preserved her, restored her vitality, and schooled her in hunting via their setups. At 18 months, they freed her to the wilds. But memories endured, the tall, silver-haired man who hand-fed her, the woman who lingered evenings, whispering calmly. She grasped humans as both ruiners and rescuers. Now beneath the acacia, Amara acknowledged her cub's permanent loss. Evolution's logic urged progression. Seek a mate, reproduce anew. That was survival's path. Yet the fragment touched by human kindness, transcending raw drive, resisted release. On the fifth morning, Amara detected cries, not hyena cackles or lion bellows, but a piercing, frantic wail that pierced her core. It emanated from a thick thorn bush tangle 200 meters off. Her body reacted instinctively. She dashed nearer. The wails intensified, more urgent. Through thorn gaps, she glimpsed brown pelt. Her spirit lifted. Cubs. Hers! They'd survived! She plunged through the perimeter, thorns scoring her flanks. The cries paused, then resumed in heightened fear. Amara burst past the final barrier and halted. Before her, quaking and saucer-eyed, stood no cheetah kit, an impala fawn, barely 5 months. His russet coat crusted in old blood, left foreleg ensnared in thorny tendrils. He gazed at Amara in sheer dread, awaiting demise. They locked eyes eternally. Amara's hunter urges roared, "Prey! Sustenance!" Trapped, wounded, simple dispatch. But a deeper stir viewed this orphaned terror, not as quarry, but mirror. The fawn bleated anew, a tone akin to a scared cheetah cub's mew, evoking Amara's agony. She advanced gradually. He recoiled, worsening his snare, fresh blood blooming. Amara scented demise close, the fawn's dam slain. Lion aroma, ambush signs in flattened grass beyond. The mother had stalled for her offspring's escape. He'd tangled in thorns. Sated lions ignored extraction. Amara nibbled the vines meticulously. He thrashed initially but sensed no harm. Freed, he staggered rearward, bewildered. He could flee now, should, but depletion pinned him. He swayed, fixated on his liberator. Amara chose then, from compassion's echo, not instinct. She couldn't rescue her own, but perhaps this one. The center lay 40 kilometers northeast. She'd never returned but recalled the route, terrain. 2 or 3 days afoot, through peril, with bait luring every threat. She pivoted northeast. Glancing back, the fawn lingered, baffled, fearful. Amara chirped as to cubs. His ears pricked. She chirped again, stepping. Tentatively, he followed. By dusk, they'd traversed nearly 2 kilometers, an odd duo in gilded grass. Amara selected rocky shelter. She reclined, vigilant. The fawn, dubbed Tau for his bold trail, stood 5 meters off. Too scared to near. Intermittently, he uttered soft, searching calls. Impala lost cries. Where? Alone, afraid. Amara tried ignoring, turning away. But the wails persisted, weakening with weariness, never ceasing. An hour, 2. Chill descended. Tau's teeth clattered. Wails mixed with misery shards. 3 hours, Amara yielded. She crossed, reclined beside. Tau flinched but stayed. Gradually he sank, inching until nestled. Wails halted. Amara sensed his flutter against her. Breathing eased to slumber. Against nature a shift. Not kin, not species. Prey should dread, be meal. Yet he found solace. She, purpose. She licked his crown tenderly. He sighed, snuggling. Stars spun above, heedless of the miracle. Foes entwined, mending fractures. Equatorial dawn erupted swiftly. Amara stirred. Tau clung serene. Briefly, she mistook him for hers. The feel right. Reality crashed. Journey loomed. She rose gently. Tau jolted alert, primed to bolt. Muscles coiled, but hunger, thirst anchored. He assessed, slept by Cheetah. Amara groomed casually, non-menacing. He relaxed fractionally. She resumed northeast. After seconds, his hooves trailed. 2 hours in, trial struck. Amara's hunger gnawed. Days starved. Spotting juvenile Grant's gazelle, instincts ignited. She crouched, aligned. Tau noted shift, froze. Danger screamed. He watched Amara vanish in grass. Terror surged, but he held, perhaps grasping her need. Hunt, explosive sprint, 70 kph burst, throat clamp. Quick end, Tau neared warily. Amara fed, muzzle crimson. They eyed across corpse. Understanding bridged. Amara ate efficiently. Vultures loomed, drawing rivals. Sated, she departed. Tau grazed 20 meters off, vigilant. She continued. He trailed, distance respectful. Midday scorched. Both panted. Amara guided to acacia shade. They collapsed. Tau near, sharing scant relief. Resting, bonds evolved. Tau found rain puddle, drank. Watched by Amara curiously, she joined, lapping. Shared, not vied. Pivotal, afternoon peril. Olive baboon troop, 30 plus, crested rise, hooting. Unpredictable aggressors, spotted pair, 3 males advanced, fangs flashed. Amara interposed instinctively. No flight, tall stance, hissed to snarl. Tear marks fierce. Baboons hesitated, un-cheetah-like. Predatory, clawed, standoff, advances, retreats on snarls. Tao trembled behind. Largest baboon yielded. Troop departed. Amara faced Tao, wonder in gaze. Predator shielded him. Trust budded, fragile, they proceeded. Tao closer now, 2 meters aside. Team formed, by eve, 15-kilometer covered. Rocky Haven. Tao nestled immediately. Amara groomed scratches. He leaned content. They slumbered deep. Pre-dawn, Amara woke to Tao's whimpers, nightmares. She groomed soothingly. Cries ceased. Chin on back, they dozed till light. Second day, challenges. Mid-morn, broad river, swollen currents, must cross. Center opposite, Amara tested. Strong, swimmable. Tao recoiled. Impala shunned deeps. Chirped. He balked, terrified. 30 meters wide, crocs basking far. Solution, waded chest deep, returned. Gripped Tao's scruff like cub, passive trigger. Carried into flow. Swam holding him aloft. Midway, croc entered, submerged. Brush on leg. Kicked, clawed contact. Presence gone. Reached bank, gasping. Lowered Tao. Collapsed. He approached, licked face, ears. Herbivore bond. Thanks. She reciprocated. Lay recovering companions. Sun-dried, resumed. Tao beside, sometimes leading, synced. Eve. Amara snared, stray warthog. 8. Tao grazed. She mud-rolled, cooling. Bug repel. Shook. Tao observed, mimicked. Muddy twins, absurd bonding. Slept close, content. Final leg tomorrow. Third morn, urgency. Storm brewed, clouds massing. Amara scented shift. Pressed pace. Tao matched. Mid-morn, 3-peaked hill, landmark. Center 8-kilometer beyond. Hope flared. Accelerated. Acacia scatter. Scent froze her. Wild dogs, efficient pack. Herd twitters. 6 emerged, mottled. Spotted Tao, prey, circled. Amara shielded, arched, fluffed, larger. Lead paused, atypical. Tao stood ground. Attack, 3 ways. Amara spun, slashed one tumbling. Lunged at duo, forced back. Tao charged, horns jabbed flank. Surprise yelp. Pack reassessed, injuries, oddity, retreated. Amara collapsed. Deep bite bled profusely. Tao sniffed, licked wound, cleaned, slowed flow. Determined care. Bleeding seeped. Amara rose, limped. Storm neared. Slow trek, 8-kilometer agony. Hours stretched. Rests, tremors. Late afternoon, around hill, center visible. Expanded but core same, white-green roof. 2-kilometer raindrops. 500 meters, leg failed. Vision blurred. Tao bleated frantic. Dashed toward building, back, seeking aid. Door opened, man with bucket. Older gray, Dr. Thomas Henderson, her savior. Froze at scene, shouted. 3 emerged, including Dr. Sarah Kimani. Bran, Thomas recognized. Amara, impossible, new spots. Released years prior, returned with Guardian Impala. Assessed wound dehydration. Stretcher. Tao followed, refusing separation. Thomas, let him stay, bonded. Medical room cleaned, sutured, IV. Tao watched. Recovery enclosure, together. Grass, water for Tao. Thomas pondered, how? Why? Reviewed file, special connective. Weeks, observed grooming, presses, chirp spleets. Documented, moved. Decision, wild return. Separate, debated. Amara decided. Tao agitated at passing Impala herd calls. Recognition in eyes. Transport to herd edge. Release Tao first, Amara nearby. Clear day, drove, opened. Amara out, strong. Tao followed. Herd 200 meters stood together. Tao torn, herd pull, bond. Amara groomed final. Pushed toward herd. Firm, chirp. Go. Resisted. Pushed again. Encouraged. Tao walked, looked back. Recognition, thanks, goodbye. Absorbed into herd, play ensued. Amara watched, turned opposite. Cheetah lands, vanished. Months, Tao thrived, led harem. Amara, healthy new cubs. Guide report, female avoided Impala hunts, gazelles instead. Thomas believed, Amara, learned, lines blur. Compassion crosses. From human touch, Tao journey. Love triumphs instinct, survives odds, changes worlds. One friendship at a time. Evenings, Thomas watched planes at sunset. Sometimes spotted form, recalling Cheetah's 40-kilometer hope carry. proving grace in wild's brutality.